pressurize every day, okay, get frustrated every day. It takes maturity to forgive, to overlook a fault. It takes maturity. Just apply the formula that we introduced on the last broadcast, the formula that Jesus Christ applied when he was on the cross. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Can you say that about your husband? Can you say that about your wife? Lord, just forgive him. He doesn't know what he's doing. But come to think about it, how many men really understand women? See, we need to be lectured. You need to tell him who you are, how you are different, what you like, what you don't like, what is different about your makeup. It takes a lifetime for a man to get to really, really understand a woman. And does a woman really understand how a man thinks and what makes a man tick and how a man is wired up? And the fact, for example, that a man thinks logically, not emotionally. Most men, there are exceptions, okay? And that when you communicate with him, therefore, he's expecting you to communicate logic. But women use words to communicate emotions. And there, many men miss them. We don't have to pull down the roof over our heads over differences that were created by nature. Somebody likes the food hot, the other one likes it cold. Then for God's sake, serve the cold food to the person who likes it cold, give it hot to the person who likes it hot. Oh my God. You remember I've shared the story before on one of our broadcasts about the couple who just got married and, out of love and affection, lovely, wonderful people, they were eating from the same plate. And after a few days, the husband got very angry. He just flared up. Why? He said he had been watching her that anytime they began to eat the food, she went for the meat first. And by the time the food was done, she had almost finished all the meat. And the lady was surprised. And it was just a matter of differences. Some people eat the meat first, then they eat the food. Some people eat the meat while they're eating the food. Some people like to eat the food, the carbohydrate, whatever else it is, and then eat the meat later. It so happened that the lady liked to eat the meat while eating her food. The man liked to eat the meat at the end of the meal. So while he was waiting till the end of the meat, she was taking care of the meat and thought it was just being magnanimous, leaving most of the protein for him. It's just a matter of understanding, isn't it? So there's no point pulling down the roof over our head just because of simple matters like that. Father, forgive them. It's because they don't know what they're doing. Listen, we should discipline children because we want to help them to learn to have boundaries. But we should not punish children out of bitterness, because some parents do. The force applied is excessive. It's beyond the offense committed by the child. In fact, some of us parents just vent our frustrations on those children. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they do. You apply that to a child and you realize that's so true. That's so true. We need to have the capacity to forgive. It will improve the quality of our relationships. Some of us just find out we keep having issues everywhere we go, and we think everybody has a problem. When you get to that point, you have to admit you got the problem. Forgive. Write off the debt. Maybe some people actually have lists that they've written down of people who offended them. But I think most people keep those lists in their hearts. And they keep a list of the offenses. Because I remember someone who told me once, I never forget. If you offend me, 15 years from now, I'll tell you what you did, and I'll tell you the date that you did it. That is not an accomplishment. And it's not a gift from God. I'm telling you, we need to learn to walk in love towards one another. Someone asked the Christ once, how many times should my brother offend me and I forgive him? I know you're talking about forgiveness now, but it's got to have limits. Once somebody sees that I forgive all the time, won't they take advantage of me and just hurt me at will? How many times should my brother offend me and I should forgive him? Is it 7 times in a day? You know what Christ said? He said, I didn't say 7 times a day. If you want to count it, okay, let's give it a number, 70 times 7. The Christ was not suggesting that you should try to keep a list or be counting. By the way, how many people have offended you 490 times in a day before? It just simply means have a heart that is so large that you can forgive endlessly. Dear listener, let today be that day that you will be free of baggages from the past, free from limitations, free from hurts, free from pain from the past. Let this day be that day of breakthrough. And I see something happening. New visions will come into your heart. New dreams will come into your heart. Favor will come to you. Promotion that should have been yours a long time ago that you didn't get, or probably it skipped your head, it will come to you now. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast. I'll be back after this break.
Success Power.
Do you want to be a successful leader or entrepreneur? Then you must read Success is Who You Are, a book by Sam Adeyemi. Transformation, imagination, thoughts, planning, emotion, association, words, action. All these are principles of success. This book will give you the blueprints for achieving outstanding success. Your mind will be broadened and your ability sharpened to succeed as you draw from the well of knowledge available in this book and embrace its principles. Success is Who You Are teaches you in simple language what you need to do to become a successful person. Order your copy of Success is Who You Are by Sam Adeyemi. In Nigeria, call 0808-444446 or 0805-44-54466. In Europe, call 4420-888-76771 or visit www.successpower.tv.